If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? Why is snowing? Alright, let's keep going. Wuk Lamat steals herself for the ride to find your next trading partner. Mablu's dream. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas. Mablu has been so kind to provide. Ready to go? Let's mount up. And it's off to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. What are these? These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pulu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across to Raw? They got fluffy booties. I swear that mountain is too tall to be real. Maybe it's not. Wuk Lamat, wasn't that the name? Foreboding sight, isn't it? I've never once appreciated it up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands beyond, belonging to Reinetier. Or Reinetier. So, Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle though, then it'd be proof I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. I see an ether current. An ether current. I saw it. It shall be mine. We made it without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ecolob's Inn, so we'll be walking along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobli took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their shores. Grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling this to you. We need to keep trading things for your saddle and if you're prepared for the feat of gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add that to Wuk Lamat's way with people and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Mablu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise and let's get to bargaining. You have that little axe for me? Thanks, now I see what we can get for it. You're Mablu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan. The razor's edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large shack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 peel in the 1000th column, the same as the hatchet. This still would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mr. Smeepool, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procure an ample batch of tools well in advance. We missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good grace. Surely that's worthy of considerations. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuk Lamat. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? Why, it's snowing! As a matter of fact, I would. Until Conant's reform comes about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Reinetier and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Okay, let's go! Northwest. How far northwest? Oh yay, there it is. There we go. I knew it was here, I just needed to see where it's at. And then the question is, how the heck do I get up there? Then we got our... Hi, alpaca. Bye, alpaca. I will take that. Ah! Okay, back we go. You brought me some leaves then. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decision, though. Here, we put out our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now then, it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full stack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium meat! Brought at this shop. One sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pil in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Mablu, what's wrong? It is, as I was saying before, even after everything Tobli's done for me, I am planning to abandon it all to become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobli to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Taral's peace and become Dawn's servant. Happens to be the best way to do so. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I won't be surprised if Tobli held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first we have to saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pil? No, I think we're close enough. I say we go straight for a premium miska. Bargain our way into double value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I'll make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise, and that you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. I'm really holding my own against Kona and Zoralja. I mean, of course I am. I am Wuk Lamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. I've never been one to take it slow. Once I have a goal in mind, it's full speed ahead. That's who I am. Okay,